So I read a post the other day, and the post was saying that women always be yelling out, you better apply pressure when it come to me and all that type of stuff. Um, but in reality, applied pressure is just something that they made up to continue to have guys do for them, knowing that they don't want those guys because when the feeling is mutual and you actually interested in somebody, the guy that she's interested in never has to apply as much pressure as the guy that she isn't interested in. So she start reciprocating the same type of mutual energy without even him putting up any effort, honestly. All he do is let her know he's interested and it's a go. So I wonder, like, what is y'all take on that? Like, do you think that that's a lie, or do you feel like even a guy that you feel like you're very interested in better show like all this same interest and applied pressure as the guy that you wouldn't look twice at if he wasn't basically bugging you? I don't know. Talk to me.
Like a shooter when she gunning. Bitch, it's hard life. If you know me, then I'm fucking little mama got an onion. Wild little something. Watch it bust it down like construction. I know it ain't free, baby girl. I got the money. Shorty looking so sweet. Know it's tasting like honey. I'm just trying to beat if we keeping it 100. And you know my name Meech. I be as freaky as you want it all, boy.
Wow, man. Hey, that was crazy. That was crazy. All right. So welcome back to the Public Offender 100 channel, man. I appreciate everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely keep pushing the content out. All that good stuff. But let's break. So my man thinks that he cracked the code, right? I always find it funny how these dudes think that like things dawn on them and they're like, wow, this original thought is it's not an original thought. What you're saying is par for the course. This is what the same stupid shit that most men say about women. Most men believe that based on attraction, BOA, women will tolerate certain things from the man that she's extremely attracted to or significantly attracted to versus the man that she's not significantly attracted to. The weirdest part, the craziest part about this conversation to me is the fact that he acts like this is like a news flash or a revelation. Who doesn't? You know what I mean? Like who doesn't do this? Who doesn't make it quote unquote easier, I guess, on a person who you're more attracted to? And who doesn't, treat the person that you're more attracted to differently than a person that you're less attractive to, right? I'm not seeing how this is like like anything unique to women or B, a bad thing. When women are talking about applying pressure though, they don't want a man who they don't want to apply pressure, right? What applying pressure means is it just means a man showing his intentions. That's all it is. A man showing effort. That's all she's saying. She's just saying like, show me effort, be intentional, be present, be consistent. That's applying pressure. That's all she's saying. And she wants that. She expects that even from the men who she is more attracted to. I don't know why you're acting like if she's attracted to you, you could like apply no pressure and she's just going to be like, oh, I love you. And let's run off together. Like that ain't going to happen. You still have to apply pressure.
So I read a post the other day, and the post was saying that women always be yelling out, you better apply pressure when it come to me and all that type of stuff.
Nothing's wrong with that. Like I said, of course, women should be saying, apply pressure. What's wrong with that? Right? Show your intentions, be consistent, all those things that I said.
But in reality, applied pressure is just something that they made up to continue to have guys do for them, knowing that they don't want those guys, because when the feeling is mutual and you actually interested in somebody, the guy that she's interested in never has to apply as much pressure as the guy that she isn't interested in.
So even in this, he recognizes that the man who she's really interested in, like he said, he's still going to have to apply pressure, just not as much, right? But let me take it back a little bit because this part doesn't make any sense.
Somebody, the guy that she's interested in, because when the feeling is mutual and you actually interested in somebody, the guy that
Hold
for
on.
them, knowing that they don't want those guys, because when the feeling is mutual and you actually
Yeah, that part right there. Let me take it back a little bit. That part right there is interesting.
to continue to have guys do for them, knowing that they don't want those guys, because when the feeling is mutual and you actually interested in somebody.
What woman needs to have a bunch of dudes who she's not interested in hitting her up? Like, why would she need to go out of her way to have those dudes do that? And mind you, I say all of this stuff just because I don't want to hear no argument, because I can concede on a lot of this, not a lot of this stuff, but on some of this stuff, because it's like, okay, but that it's not the point. Yes, there's probably some women out here that just love attention and they want it from as many men as they possibly can get. No doubt about it. But are you talking about the majority of women, and are you talking about that the majority of women want a bunch of random men who they're not interested in to apply pressure? Is that what you're telling me? Because that would be unfucking believable. Like, that would show you're not listening to women at all. They're out here telling men to leave them the fuck alone. And you're saying that they are signing up to just have men apply pressure and they don't even have any interest in these dudes?
The guy that she's interested in never has to apply as much pressure as the guy that she isn't interested in.
If somebody was trying to get hired for a job and you were hiring them and you know, they didn't fit the mold of the idea of the person you have for the job, wouldn't they probably need to, apply more pressure to get that job? Wouldn't they have to kind of like go above and beyond? Whereas, like, if the person you're looking for the job, like, let's say it was like a construction job and you're like, well, I need somebody big and strong to do construction. I'm just making up something right now just so you can see what I'm saying. I need somebody big and strong. And in your mind, you close your eyes and you go, okay, it's a 6'2", 220-pound man. Like, that's what I'm envisioning. Okay, cool. But in walks a 5'8", 180-pound man, right? But when you actually start to talk to him about the job, he knows more about the job. He's answering the question, and yeah, you're going to ask him more questions. You're going to grill him a little bit more because you're like, I don't know if he can do the job, because my idea for the job, the ideal person in my mind for this job was a 6'2", 220-pound man. So I'm saying he's going to have to convince me that he's capable of doing this job. That's rational. Every human being does that. You acting like A, this is a bad thing, or B, this isn't common is crazy. Everybody does this.
So she start reciprocating the same type of mutual energy without even him putting up any effort. Honestly, all he do.
That doesn't make sense. Do you know what reciprocation means? If you're reciprocating, that means he's giving you the energy and then she's giving it back to him. That's reciprocation. So if he's not giving her energy, she's not giving him energy in the scenario you described, because that will be reciprocal, right? We got to learn the meaning of words. It's really important.
Let her know he's interested, and it's a go. So I wonder, like, what is y'all take on that? Like,
my take is you dumb and poetic, and you don't know what you're talking about. You think this shit is deep. You try to throw some deep music behind it, but ain't nothing deep about this shit. This is fucking common sense.
do you think that that's a lie, or do you feel like even a guy that you feel like
No, it's not a lie. It's human nature, though. It's just regular par for the course shit behavior of human beings.
You're very interested in better show like all this same interest in
Sir, if you met a woman and she wasn't as physically attractive, if she wasn't your type physically, wouldn't she probably have to be like a phenomenal human being for you to want to be with her? For you to overlook the lack of physical attractiveness, and you might even become more attracted to her, in different ways or whatever. But that, you don't think that happens? You don't think that could happen? But if all things are equal, you have a person who you are extremely attracted to versus a person who you're not that attracted to. But then let's say they're both putting forth the same amount of effort. Who are you going to choose? Right? So why this is not rocket science.
applied pressure as the guy that you wouldn't look twice at if he wasn't basically bugging you? I don't know. Talk to me.
The funniest thing though, y'all, is this song. And in this song, he says something interesting. I'm pretty sure this is his song.
When she gunning, bitches hard life. If you know me, then I'm fucking little mama got an onion. Wild little something. Watch her bust it down like construction. I know it ain't free, baby girl. I got the money, shorty.
So right there, he says, I know it ain't free, baby girl. I got the money, right? So you're willing to pay for women? Are you willing to pay for any woman you're into? Like any woman, no matter how attractive she is. You said this woman had an onion and you trying to bust it down like construction. Let's say she didn't have an onion. Are you willing to pay for it? Are you paying every woman? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure you're just paying the women who you're extremely attracted to based on attraction, right? Even in his own song, what he's saying, he knows it doesn't make any sense. Like, what the fuck? His own song contradicts this whole point. Hilarious.